2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against the New York Knicks.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And so here's Sacramento. After the basket by Brooklyn.
So slick with the ball. Fox getting in there and busting out a few moves.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. We're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Great work, DA. So at the top of their to-do list, Greg, generate buckets.
Yeah, you can get all the stops in the world, but it does you no good if you're not scoring on the other end.
Got to think on top of the game plan, it's about sharing the basketball. If they do that, they'll be just fine.
Now here's James. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. For three, Murray. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Down low. Here's Ball. Shoots over Fox. Again, the Nets for 2.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's James. It's hauled in by the Kings.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one here. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. The shot will not fall. The Kings trailing. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Here's Murray. Waba with the rebound. James looking it over. Outside, Ball.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Nets leading by 4. And the dunk by LeBron.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
No one near him. To the paint. Poked away. In transition, here come the Nets. And there's the drive. That one, no good. Nice deed from Valanciunas. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
James wide open. LeBron with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Deep two from Ball. And he overshot that one, missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
The kick out to Fox. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Here's LeBron. That shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Out left to the wing. Lets the three fly. Pass to Murray. No good. That would have tied it. The Nets with the lead. Here's LeBron. Takes it off the glass. James has got 6.
You know LeBron will play physical when the play calls for it. That time makes the contact, and it's a non-issue for him.
Now, here's Fox. Tries the spin move. With the spin. Count that bucket. 8 points for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
James outside. No good. He missed it. Brings him to 3 for 8 this game.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one doesn't drop. Outside, Ball. Inside. Here's DeRozan. And he makes good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 4.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake up their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, GA.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Kings shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The Nets working the ball around now. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And if you're going to foul Poeltl, you have to make sure you really whack him. He's remarkable about finishing through the contact. And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Here's Foster. What a terrific move that was. Foster's got his third basket of the night right there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 15. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Now here's LeBron. They're leading by 8 to the inside. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And James and his court awareness is just so extra special. So whenever a guy has a clean look, they're going to get the ball.
And stolen by Dunn. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Dinwiddie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst because he's going to talk to you from a perspective you don't much hear from. Usually it's from guys who scored a lot of points in the NBA, but what he did defensively, he could communicate that quite well. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Herter with it. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
Green's broadcasting has even helped his opponents in some cases.
Yours probably has too, Kevin, in some instances. But with Draymond, I think what's cool is guys are listening. And when Draymond starts to talk about some of the techniques he uses or some of the things he's looking out for, guys understand that that could improve their game. So why not take it from one of the best in the business?
Here's James. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
And the thing you marvel about with LeBron James is just the consistency of his excellence. He's been a top 5 player in the league now for 2 decades.
Elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time sportscaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Sacramento able to drain the three. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Dinwiddie. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Brown missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Foster. He's got 8. Driving to the basket. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when they're trailing. But I think he's just trying to give his team a spark.
And what a dunk it was. And Herter gets it to go.
Well, getting to the right spot so important in the offense, and Herter positioned himself well in the fast break.
Hurdle inside. Great key that time from Bagley.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
That's leading by 7. Dinwiddie left side. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Pirtle's got 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Garuba. No good from outside. Brooklyn with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Here's Dinwiddie. Another shot. And Garuba pulls it down. The Kings trail by 9. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Foster, that's good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Prince. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Prince has got his second basket of the night.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Ball. 1 second left, and it's good on the layup. Ball's got 11 points in the quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's hauled in by the Kings. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Now here's Valanciunas. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 5. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Murray, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 9-point game. Shakes him. And he sinks the layup. LeBron's got 12.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pulls up. High post. And James pulls it down.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Looking to get back on track here.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And he lays it straight in. And the Nets lead by 13.
Well, let's talk about LeBron James, not just being one of the best passing forwards of all time, one of the best passers of all time. Truly understands where everything is at all time.
Here's LeBron. Sacramento able to drain the three. Nice move. And the layup is good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The Kings trailed by 12. Here's Fox into the lane. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just Fox being impossible to contain right there on the drive.
Timeout called, the Nets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Got that one up quick. Bulls got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Inside, here's Fox. And stolen by LeBron. LeBron James on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. James has got 15.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
There's the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
No good there.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
James up top. He's got 15. Out to DeRozan. There's the three. A shot off that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And stolen by James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And at the line, shooting 2.
And both free throws good for James. The Kings trail by 16. Here's Fox. And that one drops for him. He's got 6.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Back to James. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And Sacramento has possession. Following the score by DeMar DeRozan.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Pulls up. Kicks it out to James. Plenty of space. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it was good. 21 points in the game.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Kicks it out to Prince. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Foster. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His third personal foul.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Foster. Right side back. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Here's Foster. Rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie outside. To the middle. With 4 seconds on the clock. Bagley with the block. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Some noise, everyone.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now Foster. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Here's Garuba. Here's Murray. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 13-point lead. Back to Prince. Beyond the arc. Let's keep it alive. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And look at Poeltl effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Here's Foster. Count it. Foster's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Huerter.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Prince outside. From the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here's Foster. And he banks in the layup. Foster's got 19 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Pushing it up. A steal. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Here now is Dinwiddie. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nets lead by 14. Here's Huerter. Rebound, Brooklyn. Bagley with the block. And they recover it. Tries again. DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And that's an aggressive take there by DeRozan. And no doubt the coaches will appreciate his ability to attack the defense.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from DeRozan. The Kings trail by 16. Outside Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
It's Fox with the drive.
Now, De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Outside, ball. And good that time. Ball's got 22 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Down low. And it's Mwaba missing. The Kings trail by 16. Murray right side. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. LeBron outside. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Usually a LeBron-led team is going to have points coming from all the players on the floor, but right now LeBron calling his own number.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. 1:33 left in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. DeRozan's shot is good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W count for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Here's Fox, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Well, Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging. They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.